I love looking at you floating on the ocean. Okay, Epic 7. I hope you enjoyed the first video that showed you how to do this event without Ocean Breeze Luluca. If you're looking for information on how this event works, strategies behind it, how the shop works, all that kind of good stuff, check out the video linked in the description. The first half of that video is all about this event. The second half of the video is all about how to do this event without Ocean Breeze Luluca. But this event is for you whales or for your second time around on the Island of Trev players, people who have an A imprint or higher on Ocean Breeze Luluca. I do not recommend this team for people that have no imprint, B imprint, or no Luluca in general. There'll be separate videos for those that will eventually be linked in the description. But for the rest of you with A through SSS imprint, this is the fastest team I could build, and I will give you some other options in case you're missing some units. So, here's the team. First, of course, is Ocean Breeze Luluca, who's going to be run in the key slot so she can be on both teams. Ocean Breeze Luluca doesn't really need anything except to be on the team and to be wearing her artifact for the bonus currency. Hey, look at that. She's not wearing her artifact. Let's fix that real quick. I had it on Rowana for the other farm. Okay, Ocean Breeze Luluca. On her artifact for the bonus currency, if you don't have her artifact, get it from the powder shop. But if you don't have the ability to get her artifact, just run any damage boosting artifact to help your team. Squirt Gun, Card of Small Miracles, Warhorn, anything that helps boost your team's damage would be ideal for her. You don't need to worry about healing if you've got an A through SSS imprint. In fact, she needs gear so little, we'll just go ahead and take her to the beach barefoot. And this is so that she doesn't waste time taking turns, because every time a unit takes a turn, Lethe pushes up, so why make her take extra turn? And the conditions of the event are, if she has A imprint, decreases memory fragment by 3 and boosts attack by 40%, boosts by 60%, and you get some mitigation. It boosts by 80%, and you get some mitigation. Boost by 120%, you get mitigation. There's no difference between A, S, SS, and SSS, with the exception of added damage mitigation, which you don't need, and additional damage, which will let you clear even faster than what I'm doing with just a single S team. You will literally be doing 60% more damage than what my team's going to do, so if you're SSS, you should zoom through this. But we're going to run it with a single S Luluca, because, hey, that's all I have. Next on the team is Sinful Angelica. Sinful Angelica just needs to be the fastest unit on your team. At 261 speed, she should take first turn. 200% effectiveness is nice to keep her from being stripped, and those are the only two stats she needs. I gave her Warhorn as a damage boosting artifact. Make sure her imprint is turned on so that you assist the other units on the team. Next is Camilla. Now, I know 254 seems pretty close to 261, but remember her imprint gives 8 speed, so it's actually 269 speed Singelica, and that's a little bit of a safer gap. You can speed tune this up better to be a little bit more efficient. She does not need Benimaru's Tachi anymore because she is going to have the attack buff from Sinful Angelica, so I put her on Super Duper Water Gun Shooter for additional attack and effectiveness for the team. The third unit on the team needs to be Galililius. Now, this is my normal Galililius, except I changed her out from speed boots to attack boots, and I think I changed 1 or 2 other pieces to be more damage related, to give her better crit damage instead of focusing on speed, because I want her to hit like a truck. I want this fight to be over quickly. I took her off of Wind Rider and put her on Portrait of the Saviors just for additional damage. You can leave her on Wind Rider if you don't want to change your gear around. You can leave her faster if you don't want to change your gear around. This is just speed tuned to be optimally efficient. On to Team 2. Same Ocean Breeze Luluca on Team 2. For a defense breaker, I'm going to run Elagos because he also has a target debuff. You could just as easily run any opener defense breaker. You could run Ran, you could run Flurry, but I picked Elagos because of the chance for defense break and the chance for target, and because being a ranger, he can wear Miss Confile. So that gives me 2 chances to defense break. Now, I know he's a fire unit, but he gets the perception, which gives him additional hit chance, so he should work in most instances. All that matters for Elagos is that he's the first to go on your team. Zahak will be the second unit on our team. For Zahak, I just took my standard RTA Zahak and put him on attack boots for more damage. He doesn't need to be giga fast, you just need to make sure he's the second unit to take a turn on the team. I changed his artifact out for Our Beautiful Seasons, an additional 20% damage, makes him hit like a truck. As for Sid, look, I've got a separate Sid for RTA. This one is my damage Sid, and I built him with as much damage as I could. I changed his imprint to crit chance because without it, I just didn't quite have enough to get to 85%, which is what you need to hit ice. So as long as you're at 85% or above. I put him on Elia's Knife for an additional 20% of pen damage. You could also run him on a damage artifact like a Symbol of Unity, or put him on Our Beautiful Seasons. The EE doesn't really matter. None of them have much of an impact on this. Just give him as much damage as you can and have him be middling speed so he can actually get the second attack in before the fight ends. And finally, before we run this fight up, I will warn everybody, make sure you have your side story event pet up. 16.5% bonus currency, don't leave money on the table. Hunt pets do not work. You've got to use the adventure side story currency pet to get any bonus currency from this event. This is how the fight goes. Luluca and Camilla's skills are off. You don't need their animations or their skills for this. Everyone else's skills on. Singelica will S3, cleansing some debuffs, but more importantly, giving the attack buff to Camilla so she can dual attack. Camilla dual attacks, sticking the defense break, and then Gala is able to drop her S3 into a defense break for really, really good damage.
Usually meet a bitter end.
We have a couple wasted attacks. Maybe we get a dual attack. Nope. But we dual attack with Camilla, and then we dual attack with Sinji, and that pushes FaZe with damage to spare. In fact, you probably would push FaZe even faster if you have more imprints than I do. On to phase 2. In phase 2, we are hoping that Elagos sticks the defense break. If he gets the target, that's nice, but we've got 2 shots at the defense break with his artifact. One from his skill and one from the artifact. We got the defense break, but not target. Unfortunate, but it'll have to do. Zahak will use his S3, dropping a lot of damage in. Sid will use his S3, dropping a lot of damage in. And Sid finishes the fight with one S1. If you have more imprints or if you hit target, you probably clear even faster and more consistent. But this is my team. It's pretty fast, as you can see by the timer in the corner. I am pleased with how quick this team is. And other than Galililius, it doesn't really use any limited units. If you have any questions about this team, hit me up in the comment section. If you have a team that you feel is faster or that you think is better in some way, put that in the comment section as well. There are lots of ways to beat this fight when you have an imprinted Gala. And remember, speed is not that important. The event is 3 weeks long, and unless you're sitting on literally 4 digits or more worth of leafs, you will not have trouble grinding through this event even with a slow team. That's all I got for now. I will work on a video for stage 5 as soon as I get a chance, and I will put something up for those of you who only have a B or lower imprint Luluca shortly as well. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section, and as always, like and subscribe. Have a great one, Epic 7.